Back into the Seattle Mariners franchise we go here on MLB The Show 19, and we are starting this episode out against a division rival in the LA Angels. They're 3-6, we're 2-7. It's a close matchup of two underachieving teams right now. Justice Sheffield going to get the start today. He has one previous start in this season, a 5.40 ERA, so not off to the greatest start this season. He's going to have to pick it up a notch. He's facing Andrelton Simmons, and Simmons is going to put it through the first base, second base hole, and that'll be a single right there. So with one away, it's Mike Trout, and he's going to hit one down the left field line. That is going to be fair as well. And that'll put two on with just one away. So now Justin Upton, he's going to swing through the high heat, and he will go down swinging Justice Sheffield's first strikeout of the afternoon. There's a hit out there by Justin Bour, and look at the run down by Malik Smith making the catch. P.J. Conlon will be opposing Justice Sheffield in this matchup. He has a 9 ERA on the season, so two pitchers that aren't really getting it done early in this season. And you can see why, as Xander Bogaerts going to get the easy double here in the bottom of the first inning. That's going to bring up Mitch Haniger. He's going to ground one over to third base, and Bogaerts trying to get the extra base. It's going to cause Haniger to get to first, but Bogaerts is out. But Crush Davis is going to launch one to left field, and it's absolutely pummeled, and that will be a bomb. 2-run shot, Davis's third of the year, and that is going to put Seattle on top 2-0 after this first inning. So now we go to the second inning, and there's a ripper by Chris Santiago into left. That's going to bring home another run and leave runners on the corners here against Colin. Malik Smith comes up. He's going to ground over to first. That's going to be on to second, but they don't get Malik Smith for the double play. He ends up with an RBI there. And now here's Mike Trout with somebody on third, and he cannot bring him home as he pops out to right field. Mookie Betts, though, is going to launch one with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th as Justice Sheffield was still on the mound, and that is going to be a bomb. So here is Sheffield still at the mound, and he's got 2 on, and that is going to just ruin his night as he had a very good game going, and that is going to give him 3 earned runs on the night, and Joe Jimenez is going to come in to try and help out. He's got a 10.13 ERA in his 2 games pitched, 2.2 innings pitched, 2 2/3. There's a hit down the right side, and that is going to drop. Runner will come home, and that is going to tie this ball game up. It's all unraveling here in the 8th inning. And there is a deep fly ball to center field. That one will be caught out there by Malik Smith, and that will bring us to the bottom of the 8th. And Daniel Winkler going to come in for the Angels. A 2.84 ERA he has in his 4 games, 6 1/3 innings pitched. It's Ryan Healy at the dish, and he's going to hit one up the middle. And that one's going to get through for a leadoff single for Seattle here. It's going to bring up Fernando Mortero, and he's got one flying deep out to left field. That's off the wall, and that's going to be 2 on, no one away here for Shed Long, as now it's 1 away, and Shed Long will make it 2 away. So with 2 out, 2 on, and a 2-1 count, it's Chris Santiago, and he gets it done again, gapping that into the right center field gap to clear the bases on a double. 6-4, Seattle Mariners, and Ken Giles going to come in. He's pitched 1 game, 1 inning, and he's got an 18 ERA, so he is not doing all that well. And he's going to get the strikeout to get Ward out of there, and now he's going to have to face Mike Trout. And Trout's going to rip one out to left, and that is going to be caught to end this one. Chris Santiago, your player of the game. Joe Jimenez is going to come away with the win, only pitching a third of an inning. Daniel Winkler gets the L in his inning pitched, and Ken Giles will get the save here. As you look, it is the Angels, and the top of the order did very well for them, but They really didn't get anything out of the middle to the end of the order. Conlon did not have the greatest stuff today. Malik Smith surprisingly goes over 5, and Shed Long goes over 4. Other than that, everybody was hitting for Seattle. Sheffield had a great game until the end of it. And now we move into a game against the Milwaukee Brewers on the road here in this one. So pitchers do hit. Derek Rodriguez in the 8th hole. Alfredo Escalera in that 9 slot to try and bring the order back around to the top. Zach Davies is going to start this one for the Milwaukee Brewers. He's got a 2.08 ERA. So early Cy Young candidate maybe. We'll see if he can keep it going as he faces Xander Bogaerts, and he's going to rip one out to left field, and that's going to get over the wall. That's a bomb from Xander Bogaerts, and that one is gone. A solo shot here in the top of the first inning, and that puts Seattle on top 1-0. So we'll see what more can be done by the Mariners in this game, as Derek Rodriguez is going to take the mound. This will be his 4th start. He's 1-2 already with a 4.19 ERA. Not the greatest start to the season for the ace of the staff, and right away going to give up a leadoff single up the center of the foot of the baseball diamond for a 1-on situation. There's a nice strikeout of Christian Yelich, though, and that's definitely going to help Rodriguez here in this one as he gets Travis Shaw swinging, and that is 2 straight strikeouts to end the inning. Now we go bottom 3, and here's Shaw again with another he hits a long ball here, and that one's going to drop in. That's going to be a bases clearing double for Mr. Travis Shaw, and that's going to give the Milwaukee Brewers a 2-1 lead. So now Yasmani Grandal is going to strike out looking. You can't just look at something like that, as Haniger comes up now, and he laces one into left center field, and that is going to be a leadoff double here in the top of the 4th inning for this Mariners squad. Here's Crush Davis, and he laces one almost the same exact spot as Haniger, and that is going to bring home a run with the 2 straight doubles, and that'll tie this ball game up. So now we go all the way to the bottom of the 8th. There's a big strikeout of Travis Shaw by Henry Villalobos, as he then gets Grandal to swing at the high slider. And that is a nice pitched inning from Villalobos, as that'll bring us into extra innings, bottom 10. And there's the hit perfectly down the third baseline, and that is going to do enough to win this one for the Brew Crew, as Ray going to score the winning run. And the Brew Crew will prevail here at home against the Seattle Mariners 3-2. As we take a look at the box score here, Lorenzo Cain going to be the player of the game, 3 singles, the RBI to win it in extra innings. Bogaerts did hit that home run. Haniger with a double. Crush Davis with a double. You can see here for Seattle, it was Rendon, Mortero, who really couldn't get the bat on the ball today. Rodriguez, pretty nice outing, not the worst. Villalobos had a very nice outing in relief, but it's ultimately Felix Hernandez who picked up the loss today. Milwaukee Brewers, you can see the top of their order did very, very well. The middle of their order was the ones that really couldn't get it done today. Davies had a decent enough start, and we move on to the final game of the episode. It's the Houston Astros coming into town. They're 14-9 to start off this season. They're leading our division right now, and we are about close to 5 games back here, as we really got to start picking up the pace here. We have not had the best opening to the season for these defending champs. We really have not defended very well. As Max Scherzer, we're going to get a first look at our big free agent signing. 4 games into the year, he's not having the greatest start to his season, but here's a nice defensive play from Xander Bogaerts to help him out a little bit, and that'll get him out of the inning. Rogelio Armenteros is going to come into this one. He's got 4 starts, a 6.16 ERA, 19 innings pitched. Not a great start for him either. A lot of these pitchers are not getting off to great starts, with the exception of Davies. That's probably the one pitcher we've seen so far in these 3 games that has gotten off to a good start. Here's Travis d'Arnaud, and the reject from the New York Mets is going to hit one all the way back to the wall, and he is going to go for 3 here, and he will dig in at third, safe with a triple. That's going to bring up Tucker, and Tucker is going to hit one, and Bogart's running all the way back, and it's kind of like a fight as to who's going to get it, and that is going to bring d'Arnaud in for the run. Here's Tony Kemp. He's going to hit one out to center. That's going to get caught out there by Malik Smith, but in comes Tucker, and it's a 2-0 Astro lead. Not out of the woods yet is Scherzer, as he does get White to strike out. And now he does get out of the woods, as Crush Davis going to come up and rip one over to the wall. Unfortunately, not able to get a ton out of that one, but it is ending up as a double. Here's Shed Long, and he is going to try to get one deep out to left, but not enough air under that one. And that one's going to end the threat there, as Xander Bogaerts comes up in the 5th, and he is going to get one to drop right there. And it's going to be runners on the corners. Here's Haniger up, and he is going to lace one into left field. That's going to drop, and that will bring home the first Seattle Mariner run of the evening. Here's Anthony Rendon, and he's got one into center field, and that's going to drop out there in the center right field gap. And that is going to bring home at least 1 run. A second will try, and it will get in, and that's going to give the Mariners a 3-2 lead, as Tucker now up. He's going to get one through the hole, and that's going to bring home 1. And we have ourselves a 3-3 tie game in this one. Here's Altuve. Altuve going to pop one, and that one will drop in the second baseman's glove, as White now up, and that's going to be a grounder. That will end the threat in the top of the 9th. We go bottom 9. It's Nakajima, and Nakajima going to ground into a double play, and we've got extra innings. Here's Tucker, and with a man on second, he is not going to get over to first base, so that is going to end the threat there. Into the bottom of the 10th, it's Crush Davis. He gets it into the outfield. Runner holds at third. Oh no, the runner's going, and not in time, as they do get him at home. So here is another hit, and as it turns out, could have won the game if he would have just stood at third base. Here's Shed Long, and he's going to rip one that looks like it could fall, but no, it's going to get caught out there in center field. And now we have to continue playing. Bottom 12. Here is a gapper right there by Mitch Haniger, as he has got a ground rule double out there. Crush Davis is going to swing through this one. Haniger going to try to take third, and not even close. Not even something he really should have attempted there. And just disappointing, as here is a bomb for Houston. And it's Alex Bregman with the 2-run homer. And that one's going to hurt. Jamie Castilla gives it up. He had been pitching so well. Perhaps left in a little too long. And it's going to be up to Omar Narvaez and company here, as he is going to strike out on the curveball. Little trouble with the curve here in the bottom of the 14th. Here's Escalera. He's going to hit one center field. That's not caught. And he has got a single, as the last hope is here. The tying run comes to the plate, and we need Nakajima to do something, and exactly what he does is grounds into a double play to end the game. Not exactly what we want to see, but it is done. Houston gets the win here. It's Kyle Tucker who is the player of the game. Will Harris gets the win in his 1-inning pitch. Jamie Castilla pitches 7 relief innings to get a loss. Absolutely disappointing to lose in this many innings. 14 freaking innings. We had to go all the way down there. And don't want to see a loss at home like that, but it ends up happening. And we have really got to pick it up this season, as we have not been the greatest. And we're just taking a look here at how some of these guys are doing. Bogart's is doing well. Haniger's doing very nicely, hitting .319. Rendon's doing okay. Crush Davis has 8 home runs already in this young season. Ryan Healy has 4. So some guys are really giving it their all, and some other guys just really need to pick it up a notch. So we'll see what we can end up doing here, as the bench has been outright bad, to be honest. The pitching has been a little lackluster. You can see Max Scherzer has got his ERA into a good spot. Yusei Kikuchi has really come on strong this year, but Marco Gonzalez has not been very good. Felix Hernandez has been fantastic from the pen. And, maybe that's a good spot for him. Maybe we can finally get a ring for him while being on the roster. Of course, we gave him a ring for last year because he was up with us for a good portion of the season. So he has a ring. Fear not. But hopefully we can get him one in the playoffs. He can be in that pile that we jump on in the World Series with everybody in it. But we are 5 games back right now of the Oakland Athletics, who are now leading our division, and the Astros in second place. It's a tight-knit division right now. The Indians are leading the Central, and I hate to break it to you boys, but the Yankees are back. 20-8 after a month in this season. We will bring you the next month in the next episode. The Dodgers are a wild card at 20-8. That is absolutely crazy. Astros and Twins hold the 2 wild card spots. We are a game and a half back for one, but this season is very young. We have months and months to go. Guys, what do you think of this episode? Let me know what you think of the Mariners team. Any moves you think might need to be made, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, want to see more of this content, and are enjoying the content. And I will see you guys on the very next episode. Have a good one.
You're a pretty little star.